we've had a steady flow of guests. As one walks away, another one sits down with us. But now it appears that I am all by myself. And I'm here with two viewers. The internet has been spotty, I should say. And we had it where it was only like a 5-second delay before, and I could immediately respond to your comments. But the internet has hit a wall here. We're still recording. I'm glad to see that. We've had to do a couple of restarts. That's just based on my phone giving me messages popping up saying, your storage is full. I know it's full, but I'm not recording this onto my phone, so leave me alone. All right, let's click on the Facebook Gods and Monsters page. Click. Oh, it's updating the numbers. That's good. We had Ricky Nix was here from the Defiant Giant. He was just our most recent guest. And before that, oh man, we have a Gods and Monsters documentary being taped, and he's got 2 weeks left to do it. So maybe that's something we will see soon here that we could debut. Oh, I just refreshed. Yes. I'm scrolling down and it's blank right now. The internet is so slow. Please help me. Internet access. GM employees. Yes. They've hit a wall. They can't turn corners. It doesn't corner very well. Joining the show. Oh, hell. Watch the camera. Reverse. Turning the corner. Some of our previous guests are here, and they are... Nope. I thought they were going to turn the corner and come back this way. Once again, folks, you can rent animals here at the Artigan Marketplace. I believe it's like $15, or no, maybe $10 for 20 minutes or something like that. And you can come. The kids and the adults can hop on. One or two can get on one animal if you so choose. Real quick, looking through the store, we've got all kinds of people dressed up, decorated. We've got a sexy leather nun, let's say, with the boots standing in front of me right now. We've got a mom with her kids. It appears to be in some sort of Betty Rubble outfit, let's say, but it's probably not Betty Rubble. It's hard to describe, but inside the store and outside the store is just packed with people walking around, walking through the mall, walking through the store. It's been very busy here. All right, I think the computer's going to let me scroll up, and let's see if it'll show me all by myself, talking to nobody. It's all right. The YouTube show is still recording. We'll get all this up on there. We may not even put this part on there. This is just for you two people who are listening to me right now. It won't let me update. I don't know. If you're listening, thank you. I appreciate it. We've been on since 11 a.m. It is now 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. And we've been going for 8 hours now. Oh, there's me, and I got one viewer, and that one viewer may be Greg over on his phone. I might be talking to nobody. Love this store. Is there one in New York City? Asked Gabrielle. No. Gods and Monsters is exclusively here in Central Florida at the Artigan Marketplace in Orlando. You can find us off of iDrive. You can go to their Facebook page, God Monsters, and you can do a Google search for Gods and Monsters Orlando. We've got our YouTube page, which has got 100 episodes of shows talking to the staff, meeting people who come by here to buy things, wrestling events, Star Wars marathons. You name it, we've kind of done it here. And let's see. Let's update again. That one person that's watching right now, it may just be Greg's phone. I may be talking to nobody. I'm going to hit refresh. I could go for a drink right now. That's for sure. All right, I'm refreshing. Let's see what we got here. I have a blank screen. I can't tell if anybody's watching or not. I don't want to go onto my page. I want to go on the Gods and Monsters page, so let's click on that button. You know what? If you're watching this, you probably have been to Gods and Monsters before. It's got 12,000 likes on their Facebook page, and that's where we're broadcasting from right now. So you've probably been here before. That's fine. Oh, our two friends got off there.
Oh my God, you're doing the show by yourself.
You missed it. Your two friends just came driving through here in one of the animals, and they just checked it back in.
No, I know. I saw those
Oh,
retards
you did see
do
them?
it,
They
yeah.
drove right by the podcast twice and
They're
just kind of
nuts.
You know, just kind of as they went by on the animal. It was very cool.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get thrown out of the Artigan.
Yes.
I don't think they're going to succeed though, because
They blend in here too well.
Not that they blend in, but they just. I don't think anybody's at the helm here.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
I think they just allow it. I'll allow it.
Getting a message from Bill Sylvie, who says he's currently stuck at the Kirkman exit. It's because of all the people trying to get into Gods and Monsters here at the Artigan Marketplace. So he will be here shortly. But, this kind of gives us a chance for just you and I to catch up. It's 8 hours. We've hit the 8th hour of our show.
What are we doing,
I don't know. I want to say that this will be a mess to edit, but it's not really. It's just one camera.
It should be all right.
It's one camera. I'll just let it roll. Ricky signed off. He's here with his girlfriend. He kind of just wanted to come check out the place. And
Very
before
good.
he gets to his wrestling event this evening.
Woo.
Woo, I know. I can't. The webpage won't update enough to let me know if we have any viewers or we have just one, which may be you over there.
I'm rocking. What? It says only one viewer?
I can't tell. It won't update.
It won't update.
Oh, wait. No. Okay, we're back live with a 10-second delay with
Yay.
one viewer.
That's not me. Is that me? That's me.
I just
Hey.
answered the question
Hey,
from
everybody.
Gabriella, who asked if they have this store in New York City. You would think so because of how big and awesome this place is.
No,
but
this is not a chain.
Only a Central Florida store.
This is a one-off store.
Holy Batgirl.
It was the
and Kylo Ren, Batgirl and
the
Kylo
dream.
Ren. Welcome
It
to
was
the store. Hey,
it
welcome
was
to
the
show.
dream of
Todd and Anna.
Todd and Anna, and they made it a reality.
Soon
so
to be a
it's
major
just
motion picture.
one store only.
That's correct.
Come visit.
All right, so currently we have one viewer. That's not stopping us from putting together a hell of a
I
Facebook
don't think that's
page.
right.
There's Todd.
3 viewers.
Oh, I thought he was going to visit
It's
us once
3
more.
viewers. 3 viewers are watching us.
Oh,
and,
thank you,
And maybe
3
that was
viewers.
the situation. Maybe we were hiccuped or something
Right.
like that, and that's why everybody dropped off.
3 viewers. Thank you. One of them may be Greg on his phone over there, but let us know where you're
No, it's
watching
not.
from.
I'm not. I'm not
you're
watching.
not on?
No.
So those are 3 true viewers. Oh, wait.
3
No,
real
I would be one,
viewers.
wouldn't I? No, I'm not, because I'm signed on as Gods and Monsters, so they wouldn't count mine as a view.
I don't know how that works.
We have 3 true viewers. Let us know where you're watching from. Just type it in there real quick. I'm so-and-so watching from Hawaii. You're not watching from Hawaii.
What is coming up in the near future for us to maybe talk about? And I guess
Well, I visited at MegaCon with our friend Marty McFly.
Rob Sims.
Rob Sims, thank you for remembering his name for a 4th time.
Yeah.
Rob has once again invited us to their shop. They
Oh,
are
nice.
currently building 3 different DeLoreans.
Nice.
And he said we're welcome to come by. I think they are also trying to get Fox 35 to go out there to do the morning show live. But we are welcome to come out there and do a show if we wanted to go on location. That'd be fun to just do the show from a DeLorean, from the seat of a DeLorean.
I want to do that.
I would like to do that as well. Other things up and coming. I didn't mention this when Todd was sitting here. I want to know if they've got anything lined up with the mall when it comes to Star Wars Rogue One when it comes out. Are we going to do something with this movie theater this time?
I'm fairly certain that that's going to be a later day that we'll corral him and we'll get an update either with him or with Tracy about all the things that are going on.
Where the hell has Tracy been today?
I don't know.
What the hell, Tracy?
You know what? I see her posting
all the time on Facebook.
On Facebook about this place, and I haven't seen her today.
You would think today would be the day she'd be here. However, perhaps she was in the planning of all this and her work is done and she doesn't need to be here today.
Or maybe she had a prior arrangement that was just impossible to break.
Right, a scheduling conflict of some kind. More Jedi's coming in and a Kylo Ren. Oh, we have a Kylo Ren in front of us and one directly behind us.
Oh, shit. It's going to be a Kylo Ren off.
And Kylo Ren's sidekick, Batgirl. I love it when I see older people, even older than us, dressed up in costumes.
You know what I love more, though, is I love parents who are bringing their small children in costume here.
Yes.
And I saw a little 6-year-old boy, and I have no idea what he was dressed up as, but it was Halloween for him today.
Aw.
And he loved it.
Wow, how much does this woman look like Fish from Gotham right here to your
Yeah,
right?
she's
got the look.
Yeah, she did very well. She's even got the color in her hair.
There's the girl. Was that the girl you were talking about directly behind you from Gotham? The little girl sitting in the chair here?
Yeah.
What was the character
she
name
has
again?
nailed
Not
it.
Catwoman.
Selena.
Selena Kyle?
That's right.
Thank you. I did remember her last name. I believe, nope, I thought I saw Bill Sylvie for a second. No, it was somebody else. But we will have one other guest, one of our regular contributors and Dungeons & Dragons Antique Roadshow experts.
That's right. Yeah.
Bill Sylvie. He's just coming in to say, hey, we're not talking anything Dungeons & Dragons today.
Nope.
We're just coming in to get his impressions on what he sees here today and what's going on with him. He's also very active with Dungeons & Dragons here, as well as coming to our show and showing us old collectibles that he has. But I won't talk too much about that because he'll be here soon.
Ugh.
There goes Batgirl and Kylo Ren.
I'm going to need to sleep soon.
Yes.
I think I got a maximum of 3.5 hours last night.
In the last 48 hours, how many of them have been spent at Gods and Monsters for you?
Most of them.
Yes, most of the 48.
Yeah, because you know what's fun about being a one-man crew? No one helps you pack up.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so that's just a thing.
Once again, we're celebrating, our 100th episode, which by the time you watch this will probably be our 105th or 6th episode.
And now I really do regret not getting that cake. I should have gotten up earlier and gotten the cake because if I remember properly,
yes,
on your very first overtime with Art Miles,
I got a cake. That's
cake.
right. That said first episode or something
That's
like
right.
that. And last episode.
And
And Drew Garabo was there to cut the cake with us,
and
formerly from Real Radio 104.1.
I really wanted to have a cake that said Gods and Monsters. And I would have put podcast, but we've decided today that it is not a podcast; it's a web show.
We should just pick a random number, 100 and something. What's a popular number in comics or sci-fi that has to do with, like 501st? We're not going to make that, but like 100 and something, like a significant number that would have to do with Gods and Monsters. Room 237, episode 237. No, that's too far away.
We could do 121.
121.
Good.
I'm not familiar. What's
1.21 gigawatts.
1.21 gigawatts of episodes. Reese would really appreciate that. That's not such a bad idea. Our 121st episode, maybe we'll get a Back to the Future cake.
Oh, that would be fun.
Reese would love that.
That would be fun.
We'll have a cake
We'll have
on a
Reese
Friday
as a
night.
special guest.
She's on the show all the time.
Well, she's your daughter.
She loves it. She
yeah,
wants to
and
come
you know
here.
what? If this is her interest, I would absolutely encourage it because everything that she learns now. Can you imagine?
I know. At 12 years old doing podcasts, what were we doing at 12? Eating paste?
No, I was listening to the radio thinking it was the coolest thing ever to actually hear my request on the radio.
Oh, God, that was the greatest thing. You're right.
And I didn't even realize that they were going to play that song anyway, but the fact of the matter is I requested it an hour and 15 minutes ago, and now they're playing it.
Oh, that's so cool. And you do your best to maybe record that, get the
player
and put it up to the thing to hear your request. I've done that. I did that a couple of times.
You press record right at the right moment, and then you hope that there's not, that he doesn't do the lead up talking right into the lyrics of the song.
Ruin it.
They're so good at that
They're
too.
so
by the
proud
way.
of that they can do that.
Damn it.
To know the lead-ins of that. So, as a child, that was a big deal to hear yourself on the radio. And
God, yeah.
Maybe these days it's not such a big deal because it's like, I was on a podcast. Here comes Bill right now. Oh, and Bill brought his daughter, Rosie.
It's probably not a big deal anymore.
We've just been going nonstop. We got Bill here. We got Rosie. Rosie, would you like to join us as well? Bill, we'll have you sit right here. Rosie, you can sit right next to your dad.
All right.
We are on hour 8 of our podcast. We've been going nonstop.
Of the podcast.
Here, Rosie, those are for you. You could wear those, and then this
those on.
microphone, you don't have to put it in the stand. You can just hold it. I'm sorry that Reese and Riley and their mom were here 5 hours ago, but I wasn't exactly sure when they were going to show up.
But that's okay.
They were going to let me know. They brought gifts. Look at this.
That is for Riley.
This is for Riley, my daughter Riley, who celebrated her 8th birthday. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to think about that for a second. Celebrated her 8th birthday
This many.
last week. And Rosie was just dropping a gift off. Thank you, Rosie. That's very nice of you. How have you been? Uh-oh.
We
Rosie's
don't know
mic?
because
Rosie's mic?
there. Now
Same
she's
question.
good.
Rosie, how have you been?
Good.
Good.
There
Okay,
you
there we go.
Now
It's
you can hear
working.
yourself.
So we're in hour 8. We started at 11.
Uh-huh.
Hour 8 of our podcast. We've been going all day. We are on Facebook Live right now. So if Rosie
Oh
could
no,
scoot
this wasn't
closer to
recording.
you. What
I'm
wasn't?
just
How
kidding.
dare you?
I'm just kidding.
If Rosie scoots closer, eventually she'll show up here on Facebook Live.
What do you got there? A Minecraft sword? Nice.
Oh, the girls, they love the Minecraft as well. Yeah, did you find that here?
Wait, is
or
that
you brought it with you?
Is that a diamond sword?
Brought it with you, yes.
Oh, that's the good one. Nice.
So here's a perfect example of why you should come down to Gods and Monsters. Family friendly. You come here, the adults come here with the kids. You walk around the store. There's something for everyone here. You can always find. Have you ever bought anything here before that you remember, Rosie?
I'm not sure that I did.
You got your Pusheen here.
Oh yeah, I got
Phone a friend? Yes,
I got my little keychain Pusheen.
Oh, keychain. They sell
What's a
keychains over
Pusheen?
there.
It's like a little.
Oh, it's like a little cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you knew.
Yeah, I know some things.
Still waiting for it to update. But
That's okay.
It's gone to black. I'm a little concerned that the screen is black now. Do you
It
see
knew I
anything
was
on your
coming.
phone?
It knew I was
I'm,
coming.
I'm not
Oh,
looking.
you're not logged on. I'll
No.
hit the refresh button
Usually
to make sure
when
we're
someone
still
points at me
recording.
and says, "Here's a perfect example," it's not a positive thing that comes next.
So we're here at Gods and Monsters for the 1-year anniversary, and we've been talking all day about how fortunate we are that we have a place such as this. Did you ever have? Are you okay? You recording, Greg?
It says it's good.
Okay. Did you ever have such a place as this growing up that you could go to and hang out at? There were comic book stores, of course, but did we have anything like this growing up?
Me personally,
Yeah.
no,
not at all.
Not anything on this scale. I mean, there are lots of good little comic stores, little game stores, but they've all come and gone.
And I think when we were younger, there was an appreciation for comics and sci-fi and all that, but there just wasn't as much of an outlet as there is now. Stores like this, I feel like they should be popping up everywhere, but maybe it's more difficult than I realized to run a business like this.
I think it's a challenge for anybody to start a store of any genre now because of the internet and the ease of ordering things online.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Now, this is an interesting place to come to just to see what's available, because how do you go on Amazon and say, I'd like a 4-foot tall, I don't know, Voltron character?
Sure.
Where do I get that thing?
We've got that.
Yeah, they've got it here.
Right
Show
over
'em
here.
what we won. So, Rosie, when you walk through the doors here, what's the first thing that you notice that really stands out that you like? Because usually everybody sees something different the first time they walk in. And usually they focus in on something that they love or they remember from their childhood.
She's looking at Iron Man with the balloons.
Yes, Iron
Yep.
Man. Iron Man is all decorated for the celebration today, as well as some of the many other characters in the back. Do you have anything that, when you walk through here, what's the first thing that you kind of always focus on that you say, yeah, I get that, man, that's cool? It's been a while since I've looked around. Even Voltron's dressed up today.
Is Voltron dressed up? I
He had a
can't.
party hat on.
He's
Is it
got a
still
party
there?
hat. Batman's got a
I
party
left
hat
my
on back there.
180-degree swivel neck at home,
Yes.
so I'm gonna have to
Linda Blair it.
There he is.
Go.
Yep,
Yes.
Blair it.
Yeah, I can do that trick, but just the once.
Just
one
the vomiting
time. It's
part?
a one-time
Okay.
trick.
Just the
spinning
head
the neck
spin
around. It's only a one-time gig.
Once.
One time, and that's it. And I want to save it for.
There's somebody who looks like they bought a piece of art right off the wall.
Wow, something from the Transmetropolitan Art Gallery, it looks
Oh
like.
yes, that is.
That's
a
really
fantastic-
cool.
Wow, I'd love to ask. That's really nice. I wonder if that was hanging up on the wall here at one time.
I think it might. Well, no.
Very.
Because I think the artist who does that splatter thing, he's here today.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah.
I bet I had his info here in the information page, but there's so many things on here that I wouldn't know
We
where
spoke to
look.
him once before on the show.
Oh, did he come to the
Yes, Necromancer.
Necromancer episode?
Yep.
That episode, by the way, banned from YouTube because apparently there was some music playing up above.
Oh.
And YouTube, earlier today, John Williams' Star Wars.
You know what makes me
Plowed
angry
through the speakers.
is that they don't even give you the opportunity to
Defend yourself.
not defend ourselves, but to just blank out the audio from that section of
Right,
the video.
right.
Because, if we put up a 20, 30-minute video and 18 seconds of
Right,
it is
suddenly the
copyrighted,
whole episode's been
yeah,
taken down.
it just
You're
takes
right.
it down. Like,
It's
come
unfair.
on, man.
Well, try not to hum any Led Zeppelin the next time I'm on.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So, Rosie, the summer is here. School is over. What is the thing you are looking forward to the most this summer?
Cartoons! Oh, sorry, never mind.
That could be an answer. That could be.
I think I might be looking forward to hanging out with my friend Emma.
Emma, that's good. Somebody you don't normally see during the school year. Maybe somebody you can spend some good quality time with. It's hard to visit with friends when it's school 5 days a week. That's ridiculous. We go to school 5 days a week. That's not fair, is it?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Should be more like 7, I think.
Yeah. What?
7 days a week.
No.
7 days a week.
Kids, we gotta. What?
I know.
Take a
You
look of disbelief.
giving
there.
me a face.
That was a great meme face. That was very
Well,
good.
listen. What if you only had to go to school for 4 hours a day,
And you went 7
but
days
every
a week.
day?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Uh,
Like you get up and you go to school at 8, but you're home by noon every day.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Would you do that?
You don't even have to eat lunch at that stinky school,
Would you do that?
That's a good question.
but every
I think
day.
So. My sister would be home at 2, and I would be home at 12.
12.
Yep.
You'd be at home by yourself at 12. That's fine. Your sister will show up eventually.
She's very independent-minded.
But
She
boy, that's a
is.
good question. Would kids, if given the option, would you do that 7 days a week? I bet they would. All would. But then after like 4
3 weeks of
they'd
it.
be like,
they're like,
no.
let's go back to the other way. Yeah.
do it for.
Yeah, I'm getting an unable to connect, but that's just an internet problem. I think
Actually,
the episode is still recording.
Can I go to school for 12 hours a day and only go 3 days a week?
Oh, I've thought that many times at work, where it's like, well, I'm here for 8 hours. Sometimes I'm here close to 10.
I actually
just do
tried that in
4
college.
10s?
What's that?
I actually tried that in college. I stacked courses one semester years ago when
that
I
was
first
brutal.
started college. Yeah,
It was a brutal semester.
That was hard.
I had a work schedule where we went from 5-day weeks, 8 hours a day, to
4 10s?
3 and 4s,
Oh,
which would be 12-hour shifts,
Yeah.
and way better to work 12-hour days.
Yeah, the first full-time data center job I had, we worked
Oh my God.
Sunday to Wednesday and Sunday to Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and then we had a 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. So I
Yes,
had-
and that's what we did. 7 to 7.
I had 3 and 4 day weekends, which everybody's like, "Oh wow, you have 4 days off." And I'm like, yeah, I don't get to do anything Saturday night.
yeah,
Right.
you're dead.
And by the
Sleeping.
time that 4 day weekend comes, you need it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You absolutely needed it.
Were you on days or nights?
I was on days. I switched to nights for shift diff money. You know, is it paid like time and a half or whatever?
It's ridiculous. It's good money.
For a quarter, for a fiscal quarter, to make money for my honeymoon, and I about lost my mind.
Yeah, that's why they pay the shift diff, because you have to.
Yeah.
No one would do that on their own.
Yeah, no, I would never. I can't say I would never do that again. I mean, Lord knows, you know, you need to win some bread now and again. But
Right.
that was
That's
not
rough.
easy. That was because the way that it had to do with banks and finances, and of course those are 9 to 5
Yep.
organizations. But everybody's using an ATM at any hour of the day, anywhere around the country. So there still needs to be a little bit of people there. And 99 days out of 100, nothing went on. It was literally just sit there and stare at the ceiling.
Is that microphone on?
Yeah, something's on.
Hello? Everybody, Rosie, say hello.
Rosie's
Hello?
on.
Hello? Bill's on. I'm on. Maybe it was that mic was on. It just seemed like we were getting a loud noise.
Yeah, it's nothing changed. So I mean,
Huh.
this one's not on.
Oh, okay. And then this one from
This
me's
one's
not on?
not on.
Okay, very good, very good.
Just
so,
loud.
So not only has Rosie been hitting the books and studying hard at home, her dad has also been going to school. Tell me what that has been like for you these past few weeks.
Oh my gosh! Well, I basically became a math hermit. I tackled some college level algebra courses. Now I tried it last year for the first time in years.
Right.
And I don't know if you picked that up, but I'll say it one more time. In years.
That's a lot of
And,
years.
Yeah, that is many years ago
That's
that I
many
tried
years.
it the first time. And when I took a run at it this time, first semester. Yeah, that's just not a thing you jump back into after.
Your brain forgets how to learn, I think.
Yeah. So I basically have spent a calendar year, relearning higher maths, and I'm done with it now.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm not done with school, but I am done with the
that
maths,
portion.
and that
Very good.
that finishes, that unlocks. That's kind of like, you know, you've reached the level where you can use the piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you no longer get that. It's not grayed out in my inventory anymore. That I can go out. And
It's selectable.
It's selectable. I can click and drag that to my character now. That I can take, data center administration classes, and not just like, you know, if your hard drive's broken, try plugging the cable in the other way
Have you
around.
tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm done with the.
Yeah, okay.
I'm done with the. What was his name from the IT crowd? Morris. Have you seen the IT crowd?
No.
It's a British sitcom about two guys that work in information systems in the basement of their building. And one of the execs, she has a fall from grace and winds up as their boss, and she knows nothing about computers, and she's stuck with two. I guess they're nerds. I don't do nerdy things, so I don't. Is that what nerds look like? You know, guys that use computers and play a lot of
Sounds about
role-playing
right.
games
Sounds
and
about
have
right.
science fiction
I can't
posters on the wall. Because I
confirm it,
don't
or-
really. I thought this was a Starbucks actually. I don't know.
So,
But no, it's a riot, and the whole the running joke of the show is, have you turned it off and turned it back on again?
Yes.
So,
And,
Rose,
go ahead.
I was going to ask Rosie, so have you seen your dad doing a lot of studying at home this year because he kind of went back to school?
Not really, but sometimes.
Not really.
Well, I mean,
He was just winging it.
did you both have like homework time?
Yes.
Like a time to do homework?
Did Dad do homework like the same time you would be doing homework?
I'm not sure.
You don't do
I
homework.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do homework.
Oh, okay.
but-
Sometimes we would do
You said
homework
doo-doo.
together.
Ah,
Like
together.
Did I say doo-doo?
She did. She said doo-doo.
So,
didn't mean to.
your dad was doing a lot of math homework these past few months, hasn't he? Would you bring math homework home as well sometimes?
Yeah.
And you're doing what? Multiplication,
No, not yet.
Not
subtraction, add, subtract,
Adding.
stuff like that.
Yeah. But it's like layers of adding. It's not just like 5 + 6. It's
Oh,
like
it's that
helping you,
new math?
Yeah.
Is it
No, no,
that
It's the new math now. It's, you know. it's
Common
like-
Core math?
But good. But math
Jeez,
was
don't
good
even
this
get me
year. That was
started.
okay.
I will turn this
Yeah.
into a right-wing radio talk show.
Fine, fine, good. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I
that's,
think that's ridiculous, but
It-
that's another podcast
yeah,
for another
yeah,
day.
that's
Sure.
definitely another podcast.
But for the most part, it was a good school year. You were happy with the year.
Yep.
And what
then-
other
little
fun
genius.
things? What other fun things are in your future for the summer? A lot of
Yes.
swimming, a lot of bicycles.
Any kind of trips planned? Something?
Like I said, I'm going.
Italy for the summer.
Yes. You're visiting with your friend.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to the zoo. Maybe go.
Oh, to the
going
zoo.
To the pool.
Don't
Sanford.
fall into the gorilla enclosure.
Yeah, no.
no.
They'll just take them out, right? So
Yeah.
you'll be going maybe to Sanford Zoo? Is that
oh yeah, Sanford
Sanford
Zoo's
Zoo?
a lot
Have
of
you, have
fun.
you ever done the thing at the Sanford Zoo where you do the zip line or any of that stuff? We did the zip line actually at a Girl Scout function, didn't we?
That's right.
I
we
forgot
did.
about
We did
that.
the. She did the 100-yard zip line.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, she was like, I was like, okay, Rosie, do you want to do the one that some
No.
of the other girls
She
are
did the
doing? And
higher
she
up
was like,
one.
No,
Yeah, she did.
I
So
wanna
did-
do-
so did
and
Riley. Very,
just,
very
yeah,
brave.
her and
Cool.
I remember
It's,
that.
it's fun to do that stuff. And
Yeah.
was that
I'm a
at the
little
Sanford
outside
Zoo?
the allowable weight range
Yeah, yes.
for that.
I am in that
I'd
same
get on
position.
it. It would be more zip straight to the ground.
That's what they have right over there in that climbing thing. They have
Yeah,
a zip line
the-
that just drops you.
Great.
I can't
Yeah.
see it, but I'll take your word.
Okay.
So has Rosie seen any movies this summer yet?
Nothing in the theater yet, but
Okay.
we're looking at.
Finding Dory, of course, is coming soon.
Finding
That's right
Dory.
around the corner.
I have
For
not.
sure.
I haven't seen Zootopia yet, and I really want to see
You
it.
should see that while it's still in the theater. We're having some sort of battle with Spider-Man and Harley Quinn behind us.
I believe Zootopia
okay, the
is
fight
already
broke up.
on the digital download.
Is it already?
I think
Is it?
so.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen that, and I guess what is it now? Netflix has like the entire catalog. Of
Disney catalog.
The whole Disney catalog.
That includes
Really?
Lucasfilm too. They
Yes.
said that's a big announcement that came out. They're going to get
Netflix.
Marvel.
Oh, it's not yet.
Netflix.
I mean, it's not available.
I think it's coming out soon. Netflix has acquired Lucasfilms.
What the heck is
I
going
don't know.
on
Something's
over
going
here?
on. Some sort of activity behind us.
Okay.
Off the books. Something off the books. But yeah, Netflix has acquired all Lucasfilms, all Marvel films, and all Pixar films in some sort of big sweeping Disney
Man,
deal.
that's going to be a good time.
If they charge me $2 extra a month, I don't think I care at this
No
point.
kidding. That's great. You know what though? It makes me sad because even though it is technically a Lucasfilm production, the first George Lucas feature film,
THX
1138.
THX 1138 is not in that catalog because it is an American Zoetrope production, which is Francis Ford Coppola's
company.
Interesting.
production company.
So is that the one remaining thing that Lucas can actually claim ownership to in his career?
No, because it belongs to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers distributes
This is-
it. I mean,
this-
technically, I guess it is, but let's face it. I mean, I'm
Oh,
sure
that's
Disney.
the guy from Ninja Turtles. That's who that guy
Can the
is.
same be said for American Graffiti? Is that owned by Zoetrope?
Turtles.
No, Graffiti belongs to Lucas.
Good.
That is his
The
personal.
poor
property.
fellow. We took everything from him. I know he got $4 billion.
Oh, boo hoo hoo
But it's just
hoo.
nice to say that he still holds on to
Over
something.
$4 billion.
And listen, it was $4 billion after all the money he made
Yes.
from the movies
Yes.
before that time.
And that was $4 billion, and half of that was stock, wasn't it? And guess what? Disney stock's probably doing good right now based on his franchise.
Oh yeah.
Money's not an issue, I'm sure, with the Lucas family or
No.
the next 6 generations of
I'm going
Lucas
to go out
family.
on a limb and assume that George Lucas is not going to be shopping at the Pick and Save in his neighborhood.
Correct. What,
you know?
what becomes of Skywalker Ranch and Lucas's properties? I mean,
Well, Skywalker Ranch, I'm not sure if you heard this, but for years, the, county commissioner or whatever fought against a fixed income, low rent housing development that the state wanted to build. So George Lucas epically trolled them
yep.
by buying or by basically selling a piece of his property to the organization that wanted to build those houses. So those
Yes.
houses are going to be built now thanks to George Lucas.
Nice.
And the
city is not happy, I'm sure, but what can they do?
The
really?
residents aren't happy.
Yeah. I think that Pointy Head is here. You were talking about earlier, standing right in the archway from Silent Hill.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pyramid Head.
He's got the weapon as well. I'm not familiar what the name of the weapon is, but
It's a big-ass sword.
yes, that is the correct
Make sure your
terminology, yes.
hyphen is in the right place on
Yes,
that.
big dash.
Big dash ass sword.
Big ass sword. A sword.
Yes, correct. It took
Not
me.
big ass dash sword.
Yes, because that's not a good thing.
That's
No,
not a good
no.
thing. No.
Not
I always
for-
warn my friends about that.
Not for anybody.
Okay, so Dora.
Grammar,
Rosie, don't
grammar
repeat these
matters.
words.
So
Just take your headphones off.
no, we're kidding. So of course, Rosie, we have Finding Dory come out. I think the other big movie will be the Secret Lives of Pets. You ever see the trailer for that movie?
Oh my gosh,
That trailer has been out for a year.
For a year.
And the movie's, I think, coming out this summer finally.
Yep.
And I think there's another big kids movie.
Oh,
coming
you know
out.
what? That's not even the
Suicide
guy.
Squad. That's it. No.
That's not even.
No,
That's
that's
not
it.
even the guy that they were talking about
That's
earlier.
somebody else?
Yeah, that's somebody
Oh,
else.
wow.
The other guy's even better than that.
He was taller also, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he's on stilts.
What's the other big? I know there's another big kids movie, Rosie, coming out
Independence
this
Day.
summer. Yes. No.
Oh,
Finding Dory,
Secret Lives of Pets.
Secret Lives of Pets, and I know there's another one I'm forgetting. It's too soon for Beauty and the Beast. It's. Is there anything else we were looking forward to this summer, Rosie? I'm
Yeah, is that
forgetting.
another live-action adaptation of The Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, the trailers are out right now, and they.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I'm forgetting. I know there's another kids movie coming out.
We'll have to keep our
Same,
eyes
same.
peeled for that.
well, don't worry. You have September 18th to look forward to. Getting to go back to school.
However, this is a short summer for the kids this year.
It
School
is.
ended for us, Seminole County, a week and a half ago, but school's back August 10th, I think, is the first day
That's
back.
nuts.
August
That's
10th.
nuts.
But we just found out Seminole County this year, we heard it from one of Reese's teachers,
That
the kids
stinks.
now get a week off at Thanksgiving.
Oh,
where
that's
before
good.
It was
That's
just
nice.
Thursday, Friday.
So it was
Because
just the
what was
Thursday,
the
Friday.
point?
Right.
What was the point of doing, go Monday and Tuesday to...
Right, to screw
Yeah.
everything up. So now they get a full week off at Thanksgiving, which is good for the Miles family because we are going to be camping at Fort Wilderness. No.
Oh.
We're going to do a full outdoor Thanksgiving with the Miles family and the Montione family at Fort
You're going to
Wilderness
fry the
Campgrounds.
turkey? You're going to do...
Fry
That'll
the
be-
turkey
that'll be
there.
nice.
We're
That's
doing
nice.
a full all-out
Are you gonna
outdoor
fry it?
Thanksgiving.
Deep fry?
Actually, no. My brother-in-law Chewy is bringing his egg. Have you ever heard about those
The
eggs?
big green
the
egg.
big green
Yes,
egg.
he's bringing the big green egg with him. But we're going to cook a separate turkey, and I believe my in-laws have a trailer, a pull-behind trailer that has a full oven in it, so
my
they'll have
God.
the turkey as well. I thought as a backup plan, I'll just run into the park and grab 10 turkey legs, and
There
then
you go.
everybody will have one for Thanksgiving.
That'd be a good time.
But we're going to be spending 4 or 5 nights out at Fort Wilderness Campgrounds doing a real outdoor Thanksgiving, weather provided.
That is great. Now, we haven't done it in a few years, but we used to go around Christmas time. We'd go and stay at Disney. And now that's a fun thing. Is
Yes.
they of course, everything's decorated up.
Yeah, decorated for the holidays. You're absolutely right.
Oh, yeah. That's a good time.
Greg, it is amazing that at 7:30 the crowds are still active here.
And I feel like it's just going to get. I feel like it might get a little more.
Well, as we get closer to the costume
Yes.
contest at
I
10,
can-
Which
9
is at
p.m.
10 o'clock.
I
10
can
o'clock.
see a Pusheen plushie from here.
You can see a
Hanging up
plushie-
on the rack?
plushie from there. Yeah.
Well, actually, Greg and I will be wrapping up
I
pretty
don't
soon. I wanted to
see
say
it.
thank you to guys for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh, I see it
Once
right there.
again,
Okay.
Bill,
Yeah.
let us know where we can find you online.
You can find me on Facebook, just Bill Sylvie on
Yes.
Facebook. That's me. I've got a YouTube channel that I'm currently trying to populate.
right.
The Dungeon Delver on YouTube.
Delbert, yes. You have things coming up here at Gods and Monsters
I
in the
do
near
have
future.
some things coming
yes.
up, and I have a little bit more concrete information about
Tell
that.
us a little bit more about that.
I can tell you about that. We are going to be doing a 6-week Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
All right. Here at Gods and Monsters.
Here at Gods and Monsters, yes. And
When you say 6 week, do you mean one game session a week?
one game session a week. We'll be
Okay.
doing it Sundays. Don't have the exact time on Sundays nailed down yet. I think the next time I come in, we'll have a little bit more concrete info on
Good.
that. But one of the nice things about it is, and this is going to sound like a plug, but believe me, it's not. The whole thing is going to be completely realized in 3D Dwarven Forge terrain. It's scale 28 millimeter terrain. The whole board will be laid out.
Wow.
So
And you're going
no-
to have that on one of the big tables.
We're going
in
to
the
have that
back?
on one of the big tables.
Or
We're
is
gonna
that
be-
even bigger than the big tables? You need to have the folding tables.
We're going to have a full table several full tables set up.
Outstanding.
And is that something that's going to sit for the days between game sessions?
Unfortunately for me, no.
Set up and take down.
I used to take those sets to conventions. I haven't done a convention in a long time.
Oh boy.
The setup and tear down on that, it's a lot of legwork
That
for me.
sounds like
you're talking
work.
about 2-inch by 2-inch pieces. Some of them are a little bit larger and stuck together. Some of the more elaborate pieces.
Are they going to let you store it here somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know. We're going to have to see about that.
I want to look into that.
As far as the as far as the logistics, I don't know yet. But it is a beautiful setup. If you go to dwarvenforge.com and look at some of the stuff they've got, that's what we'll have.
Dwarvenforge.com.
Yes.
All right. We'll make sure to find that there.
We'll have miniatures. We'll have the completely visualized Dwarven Forge terrain, and we're going to be putting those game sessions up on YouTube.
Yes.
So yeah, we will be doing that.
And that'll be a 6-week. You said
That will be a 6-week event.
Oh look, there's a band.
And
That may be the robot band.
Oh, we did talk about that earlier. Yes, there'll be a band
Robots.
playing here this evening.
Multiverse. Yes.
Multiple.
multiple Spider-Mans.
Yeah, there's
I
some
see
sort of
them over here.
Multiple Spider-Man convention.
Some sort of Spider-Man convention going on in the background. They're all discussing.
Well, I guess an egg broke open and all the spiders.
Yes, all the
started to
spiders
scurry
came
out.
out.
If I could get real nasty with that.
So that's where we can find Bill online. Rosie, do you have a Facebook page, Twitter page? Can we find you on Instagram?
No.
Good answer.
That's
good
correct.
answer. That's a good
Darn
answer.
right you
That
don't.
is the correct answer. Yes.
All right, Greg and I are just going to keep trekking on through our marathon. We want to thank you guys for coming to visit. Thank you for bringing the gift for Riley. She'll
You
be
are
opening that up
welcome.
this evening. Maybe look for a photo on Facebook out for that tonight.
Absolutely.
We'll check that out.
Photo, thank you. Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Okay.
you're regular contributors to the podcast, so we hope to see you again soon. And before the big Dungeons & Dragon event, perhaps we'll have another Dungeons & Dragons Antique Roadshow episode.
I'll give you two
Yeah.
hints of what
Go ahead. I like hints.
Riley
hints.
is.
Oh, okay, I'll
Riley's
get a hint.
present is.
Okay.
2 hints, actually.
Go ahead.
So it is Star.
Oh, she
Oh, nobody's ever gonna know now.
Greg cut the mic off so that the surprise isn't ruined.
No surprise ruiners.
Go ahead. Riley's probably not watching this, so you
Go
go
ahead,
ahead
I'm
with the
sorry. Go
surprise.
ahead, yeah.
That was funny, though.
Anywho, it is Star Wars and it can talk.
Star Wars, it can talk. Well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like
It's Chewbacca.
that
Probably.
Rosie got Riley a fully
Probably.
functioning BB-8, and I thank you very much for that. That's very generous of you.
Alrighty, good.
But what if it's not?
Then you're
If
not
it's
friends
not,
anymore.
we won't be disappointed because anything Star Wars she will absolutely love. Thank
Yes.
you very much, Rosie.
Thank
Once again,
you.
that's Bill and Rosie
Thank you
visiting
both
us here at
for
the Gods
visiting.
and Monsters mega show, hitting its 8.5 hours now. Unbelievable.
Whee!
8.5 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for visiting.
Delirious.
We'll see you again very soon.
We'll see
Thank
you
you,
soon.
Bill. Rosie, thank you very much for bringing a gift.
You're welcome.
We will see you again soon. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's right. You can set it right there. How does my microphone sound to you? Is it sounded
Fine, yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Because usually I feel like I hear myself better. But you know what? Now that those mics are down, it sounds fine.
Yeah, what's interesting is I'm listening to exactly what the recorder is recording.
Yes.
And I sound great. You sound great. They sounded fine. It's weird when I'm on that microphone and those headphones. I sound
Totally
awful.
different.
I sound like I'm way up inside of my head.
Something is going on here with our bear and Minotaur.
Uh-oh.
Minotaur.
You better discipline your bear, sir.
Yeah.
Your bear's trying to bust into the double bubble
I'm thinking at this time
dispenser.
it would be so nice to get Jen here, but once again, it's just not going to happen, is it?
The bar is busy.
And that's a good thing.
yeah.
Jen not being on our show is a good thing for business.
Yes.
It's bad for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
podcasting and storytelling.
One day we will have the Meet Your Gods and Monsters employee, and one day
It'll
we
be
will have her.
Jen ! Will be the name of the
Jen.
episode. Jen. By the way,
Do you name-
hilarious
do
on
you-
the internet when the guy shouts out Jen and scares his wife. When you do it at home, apparently it's not as funny.
Oh well,
And
that
I'll-
just
I'll-
means your
I'll-
wife isn't a good time girl.
She's not, and let me tell you why. Because that is hilarious what that guy does. But
Yeah.
when I do it, and I do it also I say Jen, because why would I say Kristen? It's not the same.
No, Kristen is too
so
hard to
when
get
she's
out.
in the other room and I kind of sneak over to the window, I'm like, Jen. She's like, hey, quit doing it. I was like, oh, well, that's not. She's not enjoying the spirit of what I'm
Yeah.
doing at all.
I think
some people don't like to be surprised.
Some people are just a little jumpy. And
if only she could appreciate it a little, though. Think of how many hits on YouTube that guy has gotten by scaring
however,
his wife.
consider how far that woman has come.
Yes.
I remember a time way back in college where she was so anxious, anxiety-ridden. That
we're not talking about Jen anymore. We're talking about Kristen.
We're talking about your wife.
Yes,
as a matter of fact, I don't want to get too personal here.
Very true.
But there was a time where she was so anxiety-ridden that she couldn't do.
Yeah. She wasn't
anything.
doing a lot of things out on her own, but now she's
great.
Absolutely. You'd never know. She goes to work every day. She's hanging out with the kids.
You got to give her a little
absolutely
leniency there. That
so
when she comes around the corner with a
Jen
bucket of laundry, you don't want to
scare her with Jen.
You know what? You want to scare the pee out of her or something.
Point well taken. It's very well done. Now, that's it for guests.
Yes.
What should we do? You want to come on over here and we'll just kind of seal the deal? And well, that didn't sound right.
Wow. Okay.
We'll finalize this. Dear, what was the
the
quote of the day? My beaver's on fire? No, what was the real quote of the day?
Hold on a second. Let me come over here.
I got to think about what she said because it was the absolute.
My
that's
beaver.
what she said moment.
My beaver was God. What was it? My beaver.
It's on fire.
Something about heat. I don't know what it was, but it was certainly
just an outstanding quote of the day that will be up on the episode.
Yeah.
Episode.
Do you actually name the episodes, by the way? Do you put a
usually
tagline?
It's Gods and Monsters number 103 : and then something.
Okay.
So yeah, there's always something, and usually for these it'll say first anniversary celebration, and then at that point the title is too long to add anything to it. But it's just like when we have a guest.
Is there a limit to
yes,
how
there is
much?
a limit on how
I
long
didn't
you
know
can
that.
make a title. So each episode is always called the same thing: Gods and Monsters, episode number, and then what did you do? Which for us will be first anniversary celebration part 1, 2, 3. But then underneath that, we'll give a description of what we're seeing.
Right. Well, I do think that 8.5 hours is the time that we should probably be done.
Yes.
Because we have done a job here, and we've done a good job.
37 minutes. And Greg, it's been a great year here at Gods and Monsters.
Yeah.
Just to hang out with you and tell stories and just have an excuse to turn on the mics and just talk,
Absolutely.
Because if we didn't do that this whole past year, that's 100 episodes of just everything we would have missed out on.
I don't know what I would have done with that time.
Right.
Oh, God, there's zombies.
Yep,
zombies are coming.
You can see that on the YouTube right now on the GoPro. There we got zombies. We got
This is not good.
Is that Daft Punk? What's going on with those two?
I think those are the new age Power Rangers.
Oh.
Because there's a Power Rangers movie coming out.
Oh, yes.
And I've seen a lot of memes online where they kind of compare the two, the old style and the new style, and they don't understand how they got from one to the other. But, good, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been quite a day.
Yeah, it's been quite a day and quite a year, 100 episodes.
Yes. Let's try to do fewer of these marathon shows.
Yes, agreed.
And
really, the only other one I see doing this year will be for Star Wars when it comes out, if we're allowed to be in a movie theater again for Rogue One. So we're not going to do this again until December.
What I would like to do with this show going forward into the next year.
Yes.
It's not exactly New Year's plan, but it is a 1-year plan. I'd like to do more events. I really like to cover the events that we've been doing.
Yep.
So
think back on the events we've done this year.
When they have special events here, I would love to kind of glom onto that and either cover it or just grab people at the event and talk to them and see why they're there and what they're doing and all that good stuff.
We did where we were in the back, not in our normal seating, but we had. It was at Halloween when they were dressed up and the two girls sat with us for a while.
No, that was the prom. That was the
prom. The
80s prom. That was a good time. I enjoyed that a lot.
It was an event. There were great costume characters
They had contests and stuff like that we were able to
that's
commentate.
right. They were having the spaghetti
the sock puppet and all that good stuff.
We had a camera way up and it was shooting down. That's right. That was a great example of an event that we covered.
I would love to do more of that sort of thing.
And we interviewed nice girls.
Yeah, whatever. Come on by and sit down with us for a couple minutes because everybody's got an interesting story.
Absolutely.
I mean, even if you think you're the most boring person in the world, you have done something in your life that's interesting.
Yes.
And
Agreed.
if you haven't, you just haven't been thinking hard enough about what that could be.
Is there any way we could thank all the guests who came here tonight and remember the names of all of them?
No, you're going to have to go through and listen to this.
I could go through the list, but then we have to think about the ones who showed up that were not on the list today, as like your two friends, for example.
Well, we definitely have to thank Orlando Roller Derby for sitting down for a couple of minutes. We have to, thank Philosophy and Beth Love, who are, you know,
and Beth Love. Yes.
they are just a endless, boundless source of entertainment.
They're
they
a
really,
walking podcast.
They are a mess, is what they are. But they're a lovely, lovely mess.
And thank you to Beth for the quote of the day.
Yes.
Which I've said one too many times. We might get kicked off YouTube for
Nah,
saying
you
it
know
as many
what?
times as we have.
That's the way that is. I'm fairly certain they were removed from the Artagon because I haven't seen them drive by on their...
they were on one of the animals, and she was on the back side of it, and they were riding on the same animal together, you know.
And it's a fun fact, she was not wearing anything under that thing that she was wearing.
I'm glad you told me that now and not before, or I just would have ended up staring
well,
at her, so that was good.
Yep.
But good for them for sitting and talking with us and being open and honest about the things that go on in their lives.
Yes. And I will tell you off the air what he does for a living, and you might be interested to know about that.
Oh, right. Sorry that you don't get to find that out at home, but that's awesome. Also want to thank Extra Life Orlando. Matthew was here talking about their organization. They raise money for the... they raise money for...
Children.
I just had it right in front of me. I just want to make sure I get it right. Or Children's Miracle Network.
Thank you.
And that's a great organization that they have there.
Who was here early? We had...
I'll just keep going backwards.
Oh,
Before that, we had Nerding Out About.
Yep.
Was here with talking about their podcast that they do.
With Alita and who?
No. That was a different one.
Shit.
Nerding Out About was Hutch, who was
Hutch,
sitting here.
yes, I'm sorry. And then the guy, he was sick.
Billy was sick, so it was just Hutch doing Nerding Out About.
Right.
Before that was Talon and Alita from A Couple of Geeks.
Talon is the one. I never remember his name. Talon.
Yes. How could you forget Talon?
Because Alita, I know. I get it.
Okay, Alita, I get that.
The Falconer.
Before that, we had from Orlando Mall Guide, we had Mark Schaub here.
Yep.
We had Brian Downs, one of our regular contributors to the show
right.
as well. And before that, at the top of the show, we had Mark Viola, who's celebrating his goodbye to Orlando.
And he'll be on the road making monies.
We'll be following
living
him
his dream, living his own dream.
Living his dream, which sounds scary as hell.
I couldn't do it.
To just pack up and just head out down the road. Also to some random guests that came here to tell us what they bought today.
We
and
had
our documentary
Nicholas
filmmaker.
and
Pablo.
No, Pablo was the one making the documentary.
Film. Pablo from Full Sail.
But I can't remember who Nicholas's father, not father, was. I don't remember. But,
also Talon and Alita's father was here also.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I want to make sure.
The doctor.
Yes, the doctor was here and dressed full Doctor Who.
So what a full day we had.
Absolutely. And thank you to Todd Fisher for dropping by twice, or was it three? Maybe twice.
He was here twice.
For some good lengthy sit-downs.
Spent plenty of time with us. I was surprised he had so much time to spend with us.
And to reflect back on the year and what to look forward to next. But I didn't get a chance to ask him about Star Wars in December. We will get a chance to, I'm sure.
And I want to thank you for setting up this day because I had nothing to do with it.
Setting up what day?
Setting up all the guests, setting up all the
no, please.
all the things happening.
Greg set up all the equipment and make sure we had audio and video. So far that I know we have. We'll see what happens when I get the GoPro home.
When you hear the footage, you'll see. Oh, he screwed that up, didn't he?
Well, but thank you, Greg, for a great year. I'm glad that we get to, after all these years we've known each other, we get to do something cool like this.
Oh yeah.
And whether it was now I realize whether it be Gods and Monsters or anything, it'd be cool to just do a show anywhere with you of some type.
I think we're always going to do a show, whether this goes on for years and years or we decide to do something else.
When you started your podcast at home, when you were interviewing the models, I thought, oh, that's a cool podcast. I'd love to get in on that. But then you listen to it and you realize, you know what? It's more of a one-on-one intimate thing. To have a third person in there to be like, whoa, you're hot. That would screw things up. So I think what you did was cool, but that was the first time I really said, boy, it'd be cool to do something with Greg. And then Bill Cullerton came to town one time when we all went out to get something to eat, and it was like, hey, what's up with you? And I was like, I'm doing this thing, and you really should be a part of this. And then since the beginning, you've been here.
I'm
it's
not
awesome.
doing anything. Yeah, sure.
Greg's got a lot of free time.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I'm building a car. Shut up.
Yes. Check out that Mazda Miata YouTube show at...
It's YouTube / Good Egg Productions, or Good Egg Pro, excuse me. Good Egg Pro.
What's production taken?
I think at the moment it was too long or something.
Maybe,
I don't know what happened. But
so Good Egg Pro is the YouTube page. And what episode are you up to now on the Miata show?
I have just filmed episode 32. I have uploaded episode 29, I think.
Oh, you got a lot to do still.
Yeah, so I've got some episodes in the bag. I've got a few more episodes to shoot. And things are happening, so it's good.
That's where you can find Greg. You can find me at, the Gods and Monsters page for sure, the YouTube page. You can find me on Facebook.com/The News Remix, where we've got new episodes that are up right now in the old style tradition.
They're very funny.
The old style tradition, thank you, of the remixes. We kind of went back to them for this. We're about to submit episodes for the Emmys. to see if we can get nominated once again. That's coming up. The Emmys this year, thankfully,
And
are
you
going to be in Orlando. Normally they're in Miami.
Are you always holding the clipboard in the in your sections?
I think so, yeah. It just kind of became the character clipboard headset behind-the-scenes type person.
Okay.
But that's David Martin. He does fantastic work, and I expect to see him and our group nominated for some Emmys again this year.
And a very nice man off camera as well.
David
he was
Martin,
here
yes.
for your birthday show.
Yes, he was. And then he ran into Queen Q at MegaCon recently, and he said to her, we got to get together for another podcast. So David enjoyed his time sitting with Queen Q during my birthday podcast.
Cool.
Which, wow, look at the size of that. Is that a collie?
That is a collie.
Holy smokes.
Very full coat.
That is a lot of fur on that collie.
He must be warm.
Central Florida. Oh. Woo. Well, what should we say? Should we say goodbye? Should we say thank you?
We should say thank you to Gods and Monsters for allowing us to have the opportunity to do this show and do whatever we want to do with it.
And creating an environment where we can do our show.
Yep.
I mean, we plugged in the mics and the wires and stuff, but they did the set decoration.
And Todd has never once said, hey
man,
can you maybe not swear on your show? Can you maybe not talk about business stuff? Can you not talk about this? He's just allowed us to do whatever we wanted to do.
Yep.
And to have that freedom and the space that is available to us here and the events that are available to us here, it's really a fantastic opportunity. And I personally want to thank Todd and Anna and Gods and Monsters of the whole staff for being just great partners.
Todd and Anna, of course, Mouse and Spider, regular contributors to our podcast.
Sure.
We haven't seen them in a while to do any toy reviews, but that's one of our favorite things to actually looking back. Our most popular episode out of the 100, according to the number of people who have watched it, was the Boba Fett episode. It was our very first toy review.
Cool.
And we've had hundreds of people that have seen that.
Oh,
and
great.
I think what I did was I copied the link and I pasted it to anything that had Boba Fett on Facebook and just sent the link out there. And if I did that more often, probably we'd get more viewers. But thank you to Mouse and Spider for always contributing with toy and comic book reviews, and we hope to have more of those in the future.
And that is going to do it for us, I think.
This is Greg Moan. Greg, what are you drinking this evening?
Nothing anymore, because I'm not even drunk.
I've had a Snickers bar, and I should probably get...
my God, you need to eat something.
I meant to say to Todd, my one complaint is that we don't keep enough Orange Dream stocked here. So maybe I'll go see if we have any of those.
Yeah, you should definitely have something to eat before you drive home.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you for commenting. Like and subscribe to us. Like and subscribe to Gods and Monsters. It's a wonderful organization, and it is a successful one-year business now.
Absolutely come here, visit, just see everything that they have to offer here. If you can't find something that you're into here, then you're not into anything, because they really, truly do have just about anything that you could be into.
And if you're ever here on a Friday night and you see us up in the corner, come on over, say hi, sit down and talk to us. We love to hear from the customers and the viewers. So thank you very much for watching and listening. We'll see you again next week. I don't know. Are we going to do this next week?
Maybe.
All right. We'll see. See you again next week, maybe. Bye-bye.
Bye.